What's up, YouTube? It's Daniel checking in with a new video. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I've been stuck living in my car. Feel like I'm stuck in life. I'm not getting anywhere. Matter of fact, I'm going backwards. That's what it feels like. Feels like no matter what I do, I'm not getting anywhere. There's a belief, there's an idea, like the harder you try, the worse it gets. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm spinning my wheels. It feels like for the past 6 years, I've just been working my butt off to get nowhere good. Like I've gotten some progress, but it's not like the win I want, like the big win. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm currently in a place, I'm in between work with the little money saved and trying to find an opportunity to make decent money in the maritime industry. And that's a big sacrifice too. I have to go out for a couple months at a time on a ship and work with a bunch of people on a ship all day, every day for a couple months for a potential big amount of money, but it's not promised because I don't know if I'm going to find a job. Because you can get everything on your own, but you have to. I'm trying to go through the union to find work, and they say you might not find anything for a while, so I could be sitting for a while. And I just been living in my car for a couple years, trying to make something happen. I'm still trying to make something happen. It's almost like, man, I'm not. A couple years. I've been working hard for a couple years to try to get out of my car. That's what's crazy. And I had opportunities. I was making decent money at a couple jobs, and I got a little place for a little while. And I had to take another risk. I took a couple risks while I was out here to try to get ahead, to try to get a big amount of money and better opportunities. So it's like I've had to take multiple risks that have kind of kept me here, but could have gotten me out of this situation. And did get me out of this situation, but I chose to go back into it so I can, just because of the situations, really, just because of the way it ended up playing out. It didn't play out exactly right. I had to get stuff and pay a bunch of money, and the cost of living will keep you broke. So I didn't want to pay for rent. I didn't want to pay for a place to stay because I needed that money to invest in the bigger opportunity that could happen. It's been kind of crazy. It's been a crazy couple years. I went into the trucking industry and did a little bit of local truck driving on Class B. Then tried to go into Class A and didn't get any opportunities in Class A. And I took a loan out for school and went into a big amount of debt to do that. And then got a Class A license. So it was kind of like a Pyrrhic victory in a way. I got it. I felt good. I achieved something that didn't help out, like financially. I couldn't get any opportunity because of my background and experience. I have a bad background. I have some charges on my record that are kind of old, but companies are strict, and I just didn't get the opportunity to do it. And Class A truck driving is hard. It's a big sacrifice too. You have to be gone for weeks at a time on the road, sleeping in a truck, and for weeks at a time with a trainer while you're training, and just to make some money, just to make some alright money to live alright for a week off. You're like 3 weeks on the road. If you go over the road, you'll be 3 weeks on the road to live 1 week home, something like that. And it's strenuous, driving all the time, being gone all the time. So that's a big sacrifice. And then, which I was willing to take. I was willing to take it because I don't have any choice. I don't have a choice. 44, no kids and nobody around, so I don't have anything to lose, but I don't have a choice because I don't have any opportunities, I don't have a bunch of money or anybody helping me. It's almost like if you're a single man nowadays, you're gonna have a hard time figuring things out, because unless you get lucky, you're gonna be struggling for a long time, and you better figure out something. I didn't have anybody that helped me out that much. I didn't have an opportunity. I didn't have any opportunities to get a good job. I didn't have any mentors or anybody pointing me in the right direction or helping me. So, plus I was apathetic and I was on drugs for a while, which kept me numb and kept me out of the loop. It just kept me in a bad place. And I'm paying for it. I regret it, but there's nothing I could do now. You can't live in the past. So 5-6 years ago, I decided to try to get my life together, and I'm still trying. I'm still 6 or 7 years later, I'm still trying to do it, and it's not working out like I wanted, but I achieved a few things. I got the Class A license, tried to go into trucking, didn't work out. And I got all the stuff to go into the maritime industry, and I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm currently in the process trying to get in. And they say it's hard to get in entry level into maritime. You need to know somebody or find a way in. And I got turned down at MSC, which is Military Sea Lift Command, and then just found that out. That's really hard to get in. It takes a while to get in there, but it's like a government job, so you got to go through the government vetting process, which takes a while, and they're strict. So I didn't think I was going to get in there, and I just found out I'm not. They're not going to let me go. So I got to figure something else out now. But I'm currently working, trying to get in the union for the Merchant Mariners, and my local union, and that takes a while. I had to go get a bunch of stuff and pay a bunch of money, and that took a long time. But you could go through the apprenticeship program, but I didn't go that route. It's funny, they just changed everything for the apprenticeship program too, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to make it. My car Feels like it's running really bad. It's on its last leg. It's like 25 years old and it's beat up. I've done put it through a lot. It could break down at any time. I don't know if I'm gonna find work at the union, if they're gonna hire me, or if what's gonna happen. If I could be sitting around for a couple weeks, and I've been just living in my car trying to get in here. I had to drive all the way here and then pay a bunch of money to try to get in here. So just know, if you try to get in on your own, it's not that easy. It's really hard. You could be sitting around for a while, and you could be. They got other guys that get priority over you because of seniority and the apprenticeship program. So it's taken a couple weeks to get the physical and drug test and stuff, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I've been clean off of drugs for 7 years, but you still have problems. You're still gonna have big problems even after you get clean off of drugs, even after you stop being a drug addict. You're still gonna have real life problems. It's gonna be a struggle. So I've been struggling for a few years. I don't even have any friends, bro. I've been stuck in my car just trying to get my life together, just for me, just to have a decent life. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. It's been pretty hard. I haven't had no help from anybody, and most of the people I've had to work with in these past few jobs have been straight assholes and hard to deal with. They've been straight, like, for no reason. People have just been assholes and rude, and don't know why, bro. I'm trying to get my shit together, and it's just fucking hard. Like, people don't have any compassion for anybody trying to do something good for themselves anymore. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not giving up. I kind of been embracing the struggle now, accepting my fate, or like Nietzsche says, amor fati, I'm loving my fate and accepting my life for what it is and trying to appreciate it and be grateful. Trying to be proactive and positive and change my life. So even though things are totally messed up and I don't know if I'm gonna make it, I'm still trying. And it seems really hard. It seems like it's not gonna happen, but maybe I'll be able to look back on this one day and kind of laugh about it. That's what I'm hoping. Like, I can just maybe this could help somebody else out that's struggling right now. I've seen some other videos where people were talking about how hard life is and how meaningless, how pointless it is, and how much life sucks recently, and how much it sucks because we have to just work our ass off to fucking just live in a box, to just go to work, to just go home, to just make some money, to live, to go to work and do it all over and over again. But I wanted to say that we give our life meaning. It is what we make it. and you can look at it in a negative way, or you can look at it in a positive way. I think it's gonna beat you down. You're gonna struggle, but I think you can find meaning in the suffering. You can find, I think, enough positive to feel better about it. You can find certain things to make you feel more inspired to make it better. So I'm not really trying to rant about how life sucks. I want to state how things are, and hopefully I can look back and be grateful because I changed it, made it a lot better, because my life has been really hard. I kind of understand where a lot of these people are coming from. Life sucks at times, but I think I've been accepting that it's gonna suck, but it's worth the suffering, because you have times where it feels good. And you can choose to be happy. That's a weird concept right there. Like, you can choose to be happy too, which is funny. Like, you could be struggling like me. You could be homeless. You could be whatever. You could be down on your luck. You could be struggling and choose to be happy. You don't need anything. You could just choose to be happy. That's all I got. I'll check back in later.